Hi guys, welcome to Sons of Cane. This week we're going to be doing the old man with the cane, both abled and adapted for wheelchair.
This will be the first sequence. We're going to break it down, show some bunkai. Old man with cane, first sequence. What we're going to do is break down the first road into a couple of segments so it's easier to adapt and improvise for a wheelchair user. So first couple of moves, dropping the hand, getting a good grip on the cane, stepping back, two hands on the cane, rotational block, then we'll do two bayonet strikes into our opponent.
Okay, so looking at this, Chris, I'm in this grip anyway, so I'm just going to fan block through, bring up, underhand grab into the circle. I've got to be careful with the chair, I can't go back too far, so it's going to be a strike through and maybe a higher strike in.
Yep, so if you turn slightly side on, so if I'm the aggressor, you're coming in, so I'm coming in for an attack or whatever it is, a grab, maybe even trying to grab your cane hand or your opposite hand. When you do the block, so you're bringing it up, there's not as much power there as I can generate, so my reaction would probably be to grab it. So if you do a double grip and then do that, carrying that rotation, you've broken my grip, drive it through, and then secondary target attack there.
Yeah. I do like the idea of actually coming through offline, so if they've grabbed my cane hand,
yeah,
I've got almost an armbar there.
Yeah, so if you put a little bit more pressure on that, I've lost my grip, my posture's broken.
Yeah.
And then rather than using the tip, so if you go from that position,
just put my brakes on to give them more stability. They wouldn't be on in real life because so
if I go for that again, if you get to here, that's too far away. But as you brake and bring that down, you've actually got a horn strike rather than using tip strike on that one.
Okay, next move will be once we've done that.
So we've done this. So this is where I would change my grip, stepping through, hook the neck, and for me I have to slide my hand up, so I'm locking the head into the crook, driving my knee and pulling through, then clearing them away.
Okay, so look at this from a wheelchair point of view. I've done the two strikes. I can strike through, pull back. As I pull back, it will be the guillotine strike. Okay, there's no knee, so this strike would take place at the knee. I then palm up, change grip here for the throw across, which I think, once I come into this position here, I won't look too far because it's a point. I've gone straight to there, I come across, it's a throw. Yeah? If your arm is actually here, then I've got the two leverage from the elbow and the neck to push up.
If I'm this close, here, rather than doing a knife hand strike, you've got a forearm or elbow depending on distance.
Yeah,
so it's going to be, again, it's the opportunity that presents itself.
Definitely.
Once we've done the clearance, we're then returning to our original position, figure of 8 clearance, holstering the cane, and as always, the hand you're not using, having a guard ready position at all times.
Okay, looking at this from a wheelchair point of view, again, it's the mobility part of it. To be able to do, once you've got the clear here, the figure of 8 is fine, guard position's in, but no movement. It's just a static position.
Yeah. Right, we've done some figure 8 videos already. We're going to do a couple more and go a bit deeper into the figure eight, it's not just a clearance and a swing. If I'm this close, standard grip as he was in the crook for a figure of eight. So if I will be this close, so a clearance swing is not going to be much effect. But if he does actually go for specific points, so we're talking across here and dragging, rotating the other end, bringing it down, dragging. If we're going low, we've got the thigh. We can bring it round the other side. If I step back and he just does a standard figure of eight, if I decide this is a good idea for me to step in and attack, we've got these points we're aiming for. We're always trying to steer clear of the head because that's very dangerous. My reaction if I see that is I'm going to try and guard my head. What I have done is exposed everything from my ribs down. So even if I block that, it doesn't matter, but I've got all these targets here from the gallbladder 32, gallbladder 26, all the way through. I've got gallbladder 21, I've got stomach 9, collarbone. If my arm's coming in, that's going to clear my arm out of the way. So don't think of the figure eight just as a clearance move. There are targets. Later, we'll be doing double-handed, single-handed, and inverting the cane for different techniques that you can use. Using the same straightforward, but very effective technique, using the figure of eight. So for the second road, what I'm going to do, because I'm going to be travelling this way, I'm going to ask Kev to make sure that I don't hit him. So the last sequence ended up with me in a chamber position and a guard position. What I'm going to do, turn to my left, I'm going to be doing a helicopter strike, stepping forward and doing a nice big clearance swing.
Okay, for the wheelchair part, Chris is just going to take a side step. We're looking to the left, one hand onto the chair, pull back, strike through. Again, hands in guard position, and we've got the helicopter.
Okay. The third road is repeating that sequence, but going to the right side this time rather than the left. So again, Kev's going to clear the way. So I've done my helicopter swing. So always looking where I'm going. As I turn, I'm doing a clearance swing. As I step forward, I'm helicoptering and I'm doing my big strike. But this time I'm going to bring my feet together and do a half figure of eight, chamber the cane, hand in the guard position.
As you can see, the first part, we turned to the left and we did the helicopter and we're in this position. For the able-bodied, it's a right hand turn with the clearance, but I have my right hand here. So all I'm going to do again is I'm just turning to the left. The clearance will be this way, into a helicopter. As it comes down, I'm just going to fold it over to bring it into the chamber position. Okay, for the bunkai on this, Chris has got an extended pole, foam wrapped. If you want to just come onto my left hand side, Chris. So I'm in this position, the opponent's here, and we're going to do the helicopter as we turn. We've also got the figure of eight if we need to. As you see, the chair will move if I put the brakes on.
So what I'm going to do now is complete the last part of the third road of the kata. So again, Kev will move out of the way. So we ended up in this position. So we're assuming there's an opponent behind us. I'm going to do a rear reinforced poke with the cane. Turn, slide my hand so I can hook the person around the head and neck, drive them to the floor. This I will then stamp, which gives me a chance to change my grip to finish with a strike. The next section of kata will be to turn this way, but that will be our next video for this kata.
So again, I'm in this position. I do the back strike, extend my arm forward, Now looking at the crook, I want the crook facing to the right. So that as I come over, the crook is facing outwards, so when I grab the neck and pull them down, I can then release, come down with a strike to the head, and then with the finishing strike. If I do this from the other side, just so you can see where the cane is, backward strike, push forward, slide the hands together, it comes up. Crook is facing outwards, so that I can strike that way, bring them down to here, release, strike, and attack from there.
Yeah. As you can see from that move, obviously Kev can't do the stamp kick from that, so improvising, he used the crook of the cane to do a downward strike to simulate. Each person's going to be individual, so you'll find a move, a technique that will work really well for you in that situation. This isn't written in stone, it's just an idea. Play with it, work with it, find out what suits you and your ability.
Old man with a cane, first road, disability version in a wheelchair. We hope you like this video, guys. As usual, leave your comments down below. Any questions, just give us a shout, give us a thumbs up.
Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, free the fair.